Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to my review for Hunter X Hunter episode 134 up in here. And, you know, on the surface, it doesn't look like this episode has that much going on for it. I mean, the king essentially remembers Komugi thanks to the help of Welfin and pardons all crimes. And we learn the effects of what's going on with their bodies and what's happening to them. How they don't have that much time. Even this poison is not immune to chimera ants either. So we learn some new things. But, I mean, looking past the surface, man, this episode has so much depth, man. Togashi is a master. I can't believe this episode actually made me kind of emotional and shit. So it must be the music, man. That violin, when that violin started playing, I just be like, oh my God, what's going on here? All right. So one of the few times I was actually happy to hear the announcer talk was in the beginning. All right. He reveals that the bomb basically has a contingency plan, so it doesn't kill you on the first strike. It's going to kill you even slower and painful death. Okay. It may be actually better to go like that instead of your body constantly degrading, you know, to nothing. You know, sickness is not easy on anyone. And he calls the weapon, it's not even a human weapon, he calls it a demonic weapon of how evil and how destructive it is. And, you know, I hear Togashi's message, man, because he got us looking at the ants. The ants, you know, we look at them and we're like, damn, these ants are evil as hell. They have to be stopped at all costs, all right? But he also uses this reference to humanity, you know, letting know like the ants are bad, but humans are even worse. We've done things worse than they have. All right. Our history and some of the stuff that we've done cannot really be forgiven or overlooked. So, you know, these ants are bad, but humanity is worse. I think that's the message he was trying to give. And, you know, yeah, I heard you. All right. All right. So, Shiapouf is still trying to play this game, even at this late hour. He still thinks that he can get away with this whole thing. No, it's over. It's a wrap. And when the king lets loose his end, you know, he's so powerful, man. He doesn't have much time left, but man, the king is like progressing at a exponential rate. I mean, he's mastered taking Shiapouf's powers and Youpi's powers onto the next level. Okay, stuff that they couldn't do, the king is now able to do. He's able to read minds now. Know exactly what you're thinking. You don't even have to answer his questions. All he has to do is ask him, and then the answer will be automatically revealed. He will just see it. That is crazy, man. The king is almost on God status. Okay, he's too much. He's too much. His dude is powerful as hell. Welfin was pissing in his pants. He didn't know what to do. All right. And at that point, when Shiapouf was like, "You can't do this," I was just like, "Whoa. Did you just tell the king that he can't do something?" I thought his head was about to fly across the screen, man. Because Meruem, he didn't look too happy either about that, all right? What? I can't do something. Oh, okay. But, oh, yeah, Welfin was shitting bricks, man. The part when he aged 100 years, I was like, okay, come on, guys. Come on. All right, before and after pics. This is what happens when you go against the king. Oh man. But that stare that Meruem gave Welfin when he was talking about being hungry. Oh my goodness. That was a scary ass stare. Oh my goodness. Welfin can take it. His brain start processing at incredible rates, connecting the dots, putting things together. He had only a chance to say one word. And what was that one word? Komugi. Smart choice, young man. But the words that follow after him, you know, he's lucky, you know, he did all this to save his life, but then he also, you know, kind of jeopardizes that when he actually tells, you know, I hate you guys. The only person I care about is Gyro. You know, the king could have easily took his head off. Then after all the stuff he's done to try to prolong his life, he just kind of threw it away right there. Didn't really understand that, but I guess he just had to get that off his chest, man. Let the king know about his hatred and everything else, because it was a fight between hatred and loyalty. On one hand, you got Shiapouf over here, loyal as hell, and then you got Welfin over here, who hates the ants now. He hates what they've become. He hates that they're basically responsible for all the misery that's going around. The dreamlike scene with Komugi and the king, It was very nice. I really appreciate it, man. It basically put everything into perspective for us. If you guys like didn't see it, you know, nothing else matters. It's all about the king, Gungi, and Komugi. Because, you know, in that dreamlike sequence, nothing else was around. A vast emptiness except for this one person. And Shiapouf finally realizes how important this girl is to the king, all right? And Shiapouf admits defeat. He's basically just a mindless soldier now, nodding his head and taking orders. All of his ambition, all those schemes, everything else he was planning is gone. He's on E. All right, I'm not expecting too much more from Shiapouf. And now I think we're about to witness some of the sad ending of the king now that he's like, he seems to be, you know, a decent person, okay? Even after Welfin says all that stuff, you know, trash talking to him, he says, I hope you find what you're looking for. If it's anything like what I'm looking for right now, Komugi, then yeah, I hope you find that. I was like, damn, nice, man. And it's also nice to know, you know, on the other hand, you know, the king and them dying, that Netral's death was not in vain. He did not die for nothing. He still got the mission done. It just has a prolonged effect, all right? So I don't know how much longer the king's going to be around. What's going to go down next episode with the king and Ikago and Palm. I don't know what transaction they got going on, man. But the king right now, he seems to be kind of softened up a little bit. He's not really trying to kill anybody right now. He just wants to see Komugi, and that's it. You know, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the love and everything else. I mean, for an episode that didn't have that much progression, it just had so much depth, man. You got to tear through the layers and you find this beautiful world inside, man. Man. I mean, Togashi, he's a master. This episode was great. 5 out of 5, most definitely. All right, guys. So if you want to leave your thoughts about what you think about this episode, please feel free to in the comments below. My name is Trey. Subscribe for more Animation Station in the future. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Good ass episode though, no doubt.